Welcome to another episode of, I'm not sure what to call this, kind of working on R and showing all my screw ups. Real Ring. Anyway, so this is part 2 of this specific series. So last time I analyzed London crime data, and you can kind of see here we kind of compared each specific region against the average for these top 25 most violent regions. But then I was thinking this isn't really useful too much. So this time we're going to kind of construct a map that I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. We can mess around and see how it works. But if I have my handy dandy thingy here, let's see how this works. So this is London, right? Because I do have geocoordinates. So basically, if this is London, let's say I have no idea what London shape is like, but let's give it a nice little river. I know that there's a river. It gets all wacky here. So this is London, right? So what I was thinking we could do is, since we do have the geocoordinates of each area, why not kind of create little squares and then kind of analyze, the specific type of violence. So the kind of goal would be to specify, what is the prevailing violence type of each. And I'm not really sure whether it should be just kind of, there's two ways that we could do this. We could either, just kind of have, we could either have something like this that says, the top is, I don't know, bulgarly, that thing. Or we could, provide something, just like this, in which we're kind of showing the breakdown, although I think that's going to be a little bit kind of overwhelming. Maybe what would be best would be to have something combining the two, right? So something where, maybe it could be something like, I don't know, shoplifting. And if it's more, if there's a lot of violence, then maybe it can be something like, it can just be darker or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to mess around and leaflet. I have no idea what we're doing, so let's figure it out. All of us together. Yep. Okay, so this is what we did last time. We're going to use the same data. I don't feel like re-downloading the data, but in the first video, you have instructions on how to do that. So I'm just going to take basically, let's just take this part. Now I'm going to create a new file. Should be created as an RMD. Let's create an RMD. Yep. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. So let's get rid of all of this nonsense. I guess the only thing that I'm going to call in here for now is library tidyverse. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of everything. Let's get rid of this. I'm just going to get rid of everything for now, except for that. Okay. So load in the data. So we said this. We don't need that. And yeah, in case you're curious about any shortcuts or whatever, just let me know. I'll figure it out. Thanks, motorcycle. Thanks, motorcycle who almost died. So here are the 4-ish CSVs that we loaded. And I do know that some of these are going to be on not in London, so that's okay. We'll figure it out. So yeah, so I want to load this into a DF kind of large, but I don't want to print the output because yeah, I don't know what the rules are for this kind of information. It's probably fine, but just going to pull from here. I don't want to print out because I don't know what the what the rules are, but let's see what we need. I'm gonna ignore the month for now. I am just going to grab the latitude and the longitude and the LSOA code and name and crime type. No, I don't need the LSOA. I just need the crime type. Let's just grab let's keep it super simple. Crime type, longitude and latitude for now. Let's see what all happens. So so DF is going to be what did I say? Oh yeah. Select the longitude, the latitude, and the crime type. Let's see. And any second. Oh, haha. Yeah, that's not stupid at all what I just did. That's all right. I can do this. That's why I always save myself, because I know that I'm stupid. But anyway, that seems to be more or less correct. So let's go ahead and delete that and do this. Okay, so now my DF only has the type of crime and the latitude and the longitude. So let's go ahead and add now back in here the leaflet. And I have not used this in a very long time. Part of this purpose is to see how I screw things up and then to learn from Googling. So that's what we're going to do. So first map, we're going to go ahead and let's see, leaflet map. So yeah, you have to put in here rstat. I think this might be a good one. There we go. So add tiles and then add markers and then this, I'm pretty sure. Oops. So it's going to be add tiles and then add markers, and that's the latitude and the longitude. Alrighty. Let's try. So instead of, it shouldn't be leaflet though, should it? I don't know. Let's see. Add tiles and the data is going to be, where do I load the data frame? I guess add tiles. So in this case it would be DF, maybe. Let's see. If this takes a long time, I'm just gonna truncate. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Data is equal to DF. And then add tiles. And then, whoops, add markers. Yeah. So LNG is equal to longitude. LAT is equal to latitude. But let's just do it for the head first. Let's see what happens. Head. Longitude not found. Can I not spell? Whoops. Unless you have to, again inside here, specify. Maybe you have to specify like this. Okay, so yeah, so that crashed my whole situation. So let's restudy. Let's restudy how to do this a little bit more better. Because I definitely fed it way too much stuff before. So what I'm looking for is the data frame, and then add tiles. Add markers. Aha. So this is how you do it. Cool. Alrighty. So my data frame, my environment is empty. Okay. Let's bring these two guys back. Just load everything again. And the reason why I save the data frame into data frame large is, I don't do this if I'm working with huge data sets, but if, in this case, it's not that big. So it makes sense to kind of keep everything there. That way I don't have to reload it when I inevitably screw up the data frame. So yeah, so that's what I do. That's why I do it. Are you going, baby? All right. So now my data frame only consists of 3 variables. Alrighty, so the data is equal to the head of this, and the way to indicate these thingies is like so. And this shouldn't crash, but just in case I'm going to save. This should be session 2. And eventually I will put all of this stuff on GitHub. I'll push it up. Oh, see what I did? See what I did? Yes, I am sure. Okay. So now I'm not stupid anymore. I'm going to anyway delete this. And yeah, I don't know why that didn't have a space, but yes, I want to delete it everywhere. That's stupid. Anyway, all right, let's see. Do it. You can do it. Hooray. Oh my God. All right. This isn't London. All right, well, good. Anyway, the good news is that this definitely does seem to be working. We're going to have to do some cutoffs. So I guess I'm going to have to figure out sooner than later what the extents of London should be. All right. Okay, but I don't want that. What I do want is the extent. The latitude of London, yeah, whatever. I think there's a way in Google Maps to drop a pin. I think so. So we will do that and say that is I can copy from here. Okay. Cool. So now truncate data set to London only. Interesting. So I guess the data set that I downloaded is the metropolitan, which must necessarily include other areas. That would explain why there were a bunch of them that had very low crime, like literally 1 crime in the past 3 months or something like that. So yeah, I don't think that's necessarily... It would be nice. It would be nice. So I'm going to go from there. Oh, wait. No, that's not even close. That's not even close. Let's go from here. Let's go from here. I think that's the new one. No. Okay. Don't be stupid. There we go. So from here, I wish I could just copy this. Can I grab it? No. Can I grab it from here? Yes. Okay. So that's the top left. And I'm going to something like this. Okay. So this is the extent. So the latitude, right? Yeah, the latitude is between this and that, and the longitude is between this and this. I think. Let's see. So df should be filtered where latitude is less than this, and latitude is greater than that. Right? I think this works. And then, yeah, I guess I don't have to do that. I can just do this. And then I could say longitude is less than the top value, but greater than this, right? So if I do that, how many rows do I get? 319,000. Okay. Wow. So yeah, so see, so they literally are just a few crimes outside of this area, even though, you know, I guess, yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, most of the crimes are in London, I'm convinced. So let's keep this. All right. So now let's retry this. Alrighty. So now we're looking a little bit better. That is within London. So that's correct. So now let's try to get rid of this head concept. And this might take a while. Anyway, so when things crash like this, typically everything comes back nicely. But I always take out a little insurance by first grabbing my handy dandy snipping tool. And just grabbing this. Are you letting me? There we go. Okay. So now I have this in case of anything. Okay. So I have brought everything back and this thing crashed. So I just took the liberty to load the data sets here again. So I'm going to put this head back on to protect myself against stupidities and shenanigans henceforth. And yeah, exactly. So that gave me that. But when I came in here and I reran it, then it gave me a much more reasonable amount of stuff. So, okay, so now we're going to go right ahead and create the categories. So yeah, so basically we anyway don't want to show individual crimes like that, I don't think. So let's create the crime families here. Let's first create the tiles. So let's see how we do that. Tiles. And yeah, I guess I could work out the math, but I think it's easier if we just let bin do it. Any second now. There we go. So df, and then I don't remember. I always mess this up. It's cut. So into intervals. Yeah, exactly. But there is a way of doing it. There is a way of doing it in which you specify a constant break. Let's see. Or maybe it's breaks. Yeah, I think maybe cut breaks. So let's try. So I think we have to do this on a per thingy basis. So let's see. Cut breaks is equal to 10. Let's see. Let's just head it for now. So 10 levels. Let's give it a little bit more data to work with. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so if I do this, and then I just want to see if it's an equal number per thingy. So it's not an equal number per thingy. So this is still creating blocks that are it's basically a histogram. It's basically creating a histogram, right? So if I threw this and then I said well, even here this would give, in fact, I don't even know why this is. So this gives you a histogram, right? So I don't want that. I want the constant cut. So, no. Let's ask Mr. Google. There's that. Cut constant number. Let's see what happens. Constant same number of records per cut. Let's see. Oops, what was that one? I saw something at the tip of my eye. Okay, equal size. Split. Anyway, I guess this is close enough. Let's see. If I try, let's try this. Split. And I wanted 10, I said. So what do you give me? Okay, this doesn't really give me what I want, though, does it? Because this is actually giving me a list of all of the values. How does this compare against just the head of that? So 135, Okay. So this more or less does give me, it basically cuts this list in 10, right? Into a list of 10 units. I'm not sure if that's what I want. I don't think I want that. That doesn't make me happy. That doesn't make me happy. I want something like the cut did before. I want something like the cut, so that way I know exactly what the breakpoints are. No, this breaks up into, this splits. Could run the quintiles though, couldn't I? Let's see. What does this do? No. Nope. Nope. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I could create a manual function that would, count things off. So to say basically, for every, point, so this is 0.5. So the latitude is 0.5. So I could basically create a function that divides up that 0.5 by, well, it's 0.5. It's more like 0.4 something. 0.44. So I could divide 0.44 by, yeah, exactly, by 0.1s, and that would give me 44 boxes by 0.1s. And then by 0.1s again here, and that would give me 20 some boxes. Could do that. I could do that. Let's try that. So I'm not going to do the head anymore. I am going to take the longitude and say, how am I going to do this? I'm going to say the longitude. Okay, let's try. And just do that for the head for now. And let's say latitude is minus, I'm going to take off the baseline value, so 51.282286, right? So if I do that, oops, I shouldn't do that, that's stupid. I should do, it's not mutate, yeah, mutate. L delta, come on, delta is equal to that. Let's take a look-see. So yeah, so 0.3, right? So if I divide this by 0.1, that should give me like 3 or so, and all I need to do is round that off, round that monster off. It's not going to be perfect, but It's not bad. So round that by 0. So if I do this, oops. Yeah. So let's do a little bit more. And I just want to pull the lat delta. Oops. Is this going to give me something? Is this going to give me something smart? They're all 3s. Fine, let's get rid of the head and pull that, and I'm just going to table this. Let's take a look. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. So that would be 2. I'm not sure why I'm not getting more than this. Latitude minus this is going to give me some residual, which I'm dividing by 1. Let me get rid of the round. Let me get rid of the round for a little while here. Let's see what this difference looks like. This is stupid. So instead of round 0, let's do round 1. Did I screw up units or something? Aha. So here we go. So now this is 40, yeah. So there must be 40 of these, I think. I think so. Let's see. I think a table doesn't return a data frame. So I think length will work. 44. Perfect. Okay, so I think, yeah, exactly. So this, yeah, exactly. So this gives me 40 boxes. And I'm going to do the same thing for the longitude. And this is longitude. No. Long delta is equal to longitude minus, in fact, I should do min latitude, because I think that way, in theory, I think this will work. I think this will work. Let's see. I think this will work. So now from here, I can select the long delta. Oops, not select, I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to table it, and I'm going to get my length 82. Is that expected? Minus 0.5, minus 0.5 to like 0.3. So it is about, it's about 80, more or less 80. Anyway, the fact that it's going by 0.1s, I like that. That's going to give us some nice squares. So that's going to give us a square of maybe, so what, 40 by 80, 320 squares. That's kind of a lot, isn't it? That's kind of a lot. That is kind of a lot. Let's go by 0.2s. Let's go by 0.2s. It's going to be fine. Okay. So as soon as I do this, then this is going to give us groupings, which we can then use to kind of come up with like average. Yeah, this is going to give us groupings that we're going to combine them, and we're going to do a count and figure out what the average amount of crime is from each specific grouping. And then once we know that, then we can, well, we'll figure it out after that. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll figure something out. So df is equal to this. So now I've added those idiot things. And this isn't creating tiles for London. Well, it's more or less creating tiles for London. In fact, what I want to do what I want to do here is I also want to then mutate is, so the UID is going to be equal to the, yeah, it's going to be equal to the lat, I don't know if paste will work, paste, lat delta and long delta. I never know if paste works inside here. Let's see what this basically looks like. Ah, you see what I did? I'm an idiot. I am a stupid. Anyway, let's see if it worked. Okay, so the UID did grab 1.5 in that. I'll add a separator here. My favorite separator is the pipe. But now I screwed up my DF. But fear not, I can just go back and get it from here. Yep, I can get it from here. And then I can filter this. And then I can filter this without the head. Okay. Okay. So now I have my nice UID. And now I can do, for example, df header. Okay. Cool. So now there's going to be a different number. Yeah, there's going to be a different number of crimes within each block, but that's acceptable for now. The concept is I do want to figure out how many of each kind of crime there are per region, right? So let's figure this out now. So how much crime per UID? Right? So we're going to do df group by UID, and then we are going to summarize. How am I going to count? How am I going to count each crime type? I could bring them out, but I more or less just want to count. Summarize. I want to count each one. I want to sum the different types. Maybe I have to pivot. Maybe I have to pivot that out. Maybe there's a way of counting, but I'm going to pivot them all out. So df group by UID. In fact, here I just need select UID and crime type. And then I need to pivot that out. And so I'm going to spread the, so the data is that, the key is crime type. And I think one should just spread everything out into ones. Let's see. I'm just going to do this one head. I'm not assigning it to anything, so it's okay. Stop yelling. Okay. I don't want to spread any values. This is that stupid thing, isn't it? That you have to do the identifier. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just add them all up first. So, yeah, I can just do the sum per UID. Sorry. So we can do the, sorry, yeah. So we can just grab that. We can summarize. I think N should count each entry. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So this gives, oh, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I have to group by UID and crime type. There we go. Yeah, alrighty. So let's see. Give it a little bit more. All right. Here we go. And a little bit more than that. Perfect. So this is what I want, because now this is giving me the counts per area. And then what I want to do eventually is I want to be, so this is going to be what we're going to plot in the centroid of each box, right? So we're going to construct a plot, and we're going to plot that in the centroid for each specific box. But what I am not yet sure what I want to do is I don't know whether I want to plot something like, you know, the chart that I did in session 1. I don't know if it's still here. It's not, because my thing crashed. Yeah, I don't want to plot. Yeah. I think what I want to do is I want to figure out what is the biggest thing, like if the average antisocial behavior per block is 2, and this antisocial behavior is 5, then the difference being 3, then this tile would get, you know, antisocial behavior. So that way we can kind of see which are the highest differences, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it properly, but I know what I want. I know what I want. Okay, so this is good. So this time I'm going to save this one. This is, I do want the latitude and the longitude. No, I don't. I don't need it. So this is just UID crimes is this. Okay. So now I do want this. And I'm going to say down here, I am going to say, okay, so what's the average amount of crime per thingy? So now that I have this, UID crimes, what I want to do is I want to group by, so now I do want to group by crime type, and I want to take the average of n. That's what I want to do. Okay, so, whoops, I should take this out, shouldn't I? Right. Oops. Crime type. I should remove this UID. So I'm grouping by that, and now the so now summarize average crime is going to be equal to the mean n. Right? Right. So this is the average amount of crime of each type per each block. So this actually doesn't make any difference. The head doesn't matter here. So this is the amount of crime that's average. So now what I want to do is I want to subtract each of these amount of crimes from the amount of crime per block, right? So that's an interesting thing. How do I do this? Okay. So first I'm going to save this as average crime is that. And then, so then what I'm going to want to do is now I'm going to figure out, so I'm going to normalize. So normalize crime amount per UID. Yep. So here, so let's take UID crimes. So I think, well, let's just do it for one first. So I think, I'm not sure how many entries there are per thingy. I guess 12, right? Should be 12. Yeah, 12. Okay, so if I say these are the ones, now what I want to do is obviously, so this is the amount per region. So what I want to do is I want to almost left join that average crime into this entire data set. I almost want to left join. I think left join will work. Let's try this. left join, because if I left join, then this is going to keep everything that it needs, but it's just going to keep repeating wherever the crime type is repeated. So let's see. Left join this with average crime by crime type. And I think I have to do this. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. And of course, I don't remember what those numbers looked like before, but 1, yeah, okay. So if I 1, 5, etc. Yeah, so that looks about right. Let's go for 2. I want to see if it actually repeats. So violence and sexual offenses is 124. Violence and sexual offenses is 124. Perfect. All right, so this is good. And what I want, so now I can take this. So this is going to give me both together. So now what I want to do is I want to take n minus the average crime, I guess. Or the average crime minus this. No, n minus, okay, okay. So mutate, so normalized crime is equal to n minus average crime. And once I do that, I don't really need, I don't need n and I don't need average crime, right? But I don't want to do that, so I don't want to do that just yet. I want to first make sure that it's doing it right. So negative 123, etc., etc., etc. It's good enough for government. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now when I do this, it just keeps me, why didn't it, oh, sorry, whoopsie. So now I have the normalized amount of crime per region, and I have that. And now what I want to do is I want to, let's say I just wanted to grab the largest, right? So from here I can group by UID, and I want to grab the maximum normalized crime. So it has to be actually UID and crime type again. And I'm going to grab the maximum. So I don't know if this is a summarize. I frequently confuse summarize with mutate, but let's see. I don't know. Max C is equal to max normalized crime. Something like that. Okay. This did not do what I wanted. It did not do that what I wanted. This is very interesting. I'm actually not sure at all. Ah! See what I'm doing? I'm an idiot. First of all, I'm an idiot because I'm not using 12, and second of all, I'm an idiot because I'm left joining in here. So that head does nothing. So if I do 24, so I do expect to see 2 rows. And I still don't see 2 rows because I am still an idiot. Question is, how am I an idiot? So if I do UID with this, let's move this guy all the way to the bottom. Right before this. Summarize. So the maximum, so there's something wrong with this summarize command because 0.4. There's something interesting happening here. 1.2, 1.9. Oh, because maybe there's one must be 0. One of them must be 0. That's fine. That's fine. So, but if I group by, oh, I probably don't have. I have to not group by crime. But if I don't group by crime, then I'm going to lose it, aren't I? Yep. So if I don't group by crime, so then I guess I could go back and then look up which was the max C that had, maybe it's not a summarize. What if I do a mutate to create a flag? I'm going to mutate to create a flag, and that'll allow me to pull what I want later on. I'm not sure if this will work, but let's see. Exactly. Exactly. So this is perfect. So now if I do this, so max C is equal to the max, and now this is stupid. And now I have to figure out whether normalized. I wonder if I could filter this automatically. Filter. I could probably filter it. Filter where normalized crime is equal to max C. So if I do this, it should give me 1 row per. However, there might be duplicates. Let's see. Yes. Ta-da! Cool. Okay, so now what I want to keep, I'm going to try to keep the crime type, and I'm going to keep the normalized crime, because I do want to know, like, how much, it's one thing to know what kind of crime it is. It's another thing to know that even the top crime is still, minus 123. It would be better to know percents, actually. I might convert this to percents, but for now I'm just going to keep the UID, the crime type, and the normalized crime. So I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to select minus max C. So that's about right. And now I'm going to say this is the normalized crime. Yes, I know. Okay, so now all I have to do, now that I have my beautiful normalized crime, oops. Now all I have to do is add back into here probably the median latitude and longitude, and then I'll have something nice that I can plot on the map. Right? Yeah, I think so. Let's try. So now add back in the mean latitude and longitude. All right, so that was in, I think, UID crimes. Let's see. Head. I use head a lot. Yeah, okay, so no. Nope. So this does not have it. Maybe DF has it. I just need the latitudes and longitudes for the UID. Perfect. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to group by UID, and I want to summarize where longitude, so average longitude is equal to the mean of longitude, and average latitude is equal to the mean of latitude. Something like this. Okay, let's add a couple more. Cool. Alrighty. So now that I have this, okay, so now that I have this, I can I just want to do a full drain just to make sure that there's nothing wanky going on here. But let's go with crime by is equal to UID. So now we're looking pretty good. So now we're looking pretty good. No, we're not. No, we're not looking good at all. Yeah, we are looking pretty good. It's because of the head command. So let's take a look. Boom. I feel nice. I feel nice. And this is only 615. So I'm going to save. Saving is very important. And I'm going to try to plot this with the normalized crime. In fact, we can probably start screwing around with this. So this might be actually plot ready in some kind of a version. So plot df by convention is okay. So now plot these. So let's go ahead and make a fool out of ourselves again with leaflets. Leaflet plot df. So add tiles, and then add, let's just add markers for now, where the so the first thingy is going to be average latitude, and then see how I'm stupid? Average long, and that is average let. Average let. Yeah, let's try that for now. Save. Don't crash. Do not crash. That looks awesome. No, it's fine. So this is more or less what I expected, but yeah, so it's pretty good. It's a nice even matrix. This is kind of what I wanted. So now what we should do is add to this the, we said the, what was it, title? No, this should tell us the label. The label is equal to the crime type. And does this thing have alpha? It should be alpha, right? Maybe markers don't have alpha. I think circles have alpha. No looking. YOLO! Stroke, color, opacity. Haha! Opacity, but I do need to normalize that, don't I? I need to normalize this. Normalized crime. I do want to show whether it's negative or not. I wonder what happens. I wonder what's going to happen if I pass it just like that. Let's see. It's probably going to freak out. Opacity is equal to normalized crime. Let's see. I don't know if add circles has labels. In fact, we'll do it again. We'll use our heading in here. No need to wait. Normalized crime. Not found. Why not? Aha, because of that. Yes. What? So let's try to take out the opacity. Maybe YOLO doesn't work so much. Let's see what happens with this first. Let's go slow. Let's go slow. Okay. So does the label break you? Cold stun. Drugs. Okay. So the opacity does, I guess, let's see. Is it still there more or less and just very, very... Okay, so it is still there. It's just very, very light. So we probably do need some level of normalization. So we do need to normalize the normalized crime. Okay. I'll do that here. I'll add, I'm going to say N2 crime is equal to, what's that stupid command? I know that there's, the caret has things, but I never use them. So, base has something. Does it not? I just removed. I just had to reinstall everything when I upgraded my R version. Normalize values. Whatever, I'll just do it myself. So I'm going to say that normalized crime, we are going to mutate, and to crime is going to be equal to, I'm just going to say normalized crime divided by the range, so max normalized crime minus min normalized crime. So let's see. Some formatting issues here. Let's see. So what do you look like? Minus 0.06. You know what? I want to add to everything, considering that this value goes all the way down, I do want to zero this as well. So there is a command. There is a command zero and center. Yeah, I mean centering. Blah 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 blah. Scale, that was it. Scale. But does the scale mean 0 unit variance? Okay, let's try that guy. Because that's a little bit easier. I'm going to put this. Scale. Normalized. Yeah, okay, that looks a little bit more reasonable. But I still don't want negative values because I'm pretty sure that that thing's going to screw them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the minimum, I'm going to add it to this. So everything's going to be gradients from 0 going up. So it's not going to be 0 scaled anymore, basically. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to mutate the same thing again to crime is equal to and to crime plus the minimum and to crime. Not sure if that's right or wrong. I have no idea why. I have already normalized this and I'm adding to it. Oh wait, the minimum. I'm working this out. I'm working this out. So this is minus that. So I think I want to subtract the minimum. Because if I subtract a negative number, it's going to add it, right? Let's see. And that looks like it did what I wanted. Okay. So, in fact, we can very, very quickly just kind of want to very, very quickly just see what this guy looks like. Okay. So very, very low, and then one very, very, okay. So a huge amount of crime in one specific neighborhood. Maybe I want to keep that. Maybe I want to keep that information. Let's keep that information just for now. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm going to take that thing out for a while. And now I don't want the head anymore. Add the tiles, add the circles, do that with the opacity. I should probably increase the size a little bit. Okay. Radius, and it's in meters, isn't it? Yeah, it's in meters. But how many meters? I don't know how many meters. I probably want it. I don't know these things. Why do you ask me things I don't know? All right. it's looking good. The opacity thing isn't really working for me. Opacity thing isn't really working for me. Opacity thing isn't working at all, is it? Ah, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting some. We're getting some. So these guys are all the way out here. So not too much over here. I can't see the major one, that major point. I could look, but I would prefer to see it in the map, because that's the whole point. What happens if I make these bigger? I don't know why 22, but 22. So kind of, we're getting there. We're getting there. What I actually want is, I don't want it to I don't want it to be the mouse over. I want it to actually, you know, say the thing, especially at that opacity. What do I have here? Stroke, color. Oh, how much do you want to bet that I have to? I think I have to do this too. But that still doesn't tell me a character vector of the HTML contents for the labels. So I think I do have to put it, but then maybe there's a way of getting the labels to show default. Anyway, this is gonna work. Watch, because I think the issue was, yeah, what is happening? Goddamn, London, other theft right in the middle. Covent Garden, holy crap! I don't even know what that means, but. This is looking nice. This is looking nice. So now what I want to do is I want to show the prevailing thing. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So leaflet. What's that stupid thing? Show labels. Pop-ups and labels. Yeah, so yeah, but I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it like that. Because the alpha isn't going to work. There she is. This is the one. So label. Label options no height is equal to true. You're not supposed to use true like that. Everyone knows that. I do it too. It was in the thingy itself. Yeah, it was in the thingy itself. So just going to break this down to head. Label options equals no height is equal to true. I'm closing that. I'm closing this. Is this going to look nasty? It's probably going to look nasty. Thank God for the node height is equals true. The hell, dude? Oh, is it the add markers issue? So how do I add a marker? I want to add a marker without... Aha! Labels without markers. There she is. You can create labels without the accompanying markers using add label only markers function. Okay. Thank God for this shortcut. Add labels. Aha! Add label only markers. Interesting. Okay. So let's see. Does it even have any of this stuff? So I guess radius is not going to be applicable anymore. Maybe... weight isn't going to be applicable anymore. I don't know. Let's see. YOLO! Unused argument opacity. Crap. So see, so that that sucks. So there's no opacity for the just labels. So latitude and longitude label. Why isn't this showing? Oh. Is it showing? It's showing, but you just have to magically like wave your thing above. But what happened? Because that's what this is supposed to do. Label options no height is equal to true. Label options. Yeah, that's weird. I would assume that would do it. Anyway, for now maybe let's just keep it like this. This video got long. So, well, I guess I'll put it here and say. explore this. I'm going to make the radius bigger because I think it'll look cooler. 44. Let's see. Yeah. That looks cool. What does this do, in fact? That looks even cooler. I want to fill it, though. I want it to be filled. Should just have to say fill equals true. Or this. I don't know. No, it's not working. So how? Markers. Icons, yeah, whatever, default thingies. Yeah, so I could do default thingies, but I think with these the opacity becomes a problem. Circle markers, yeah, here, so. Or? Oh, yeah. I think I want this one. Whoa! Okay. I can't tell if the opacity is doing something stupid. Maybe this weight thing isn't right. If I take that out, now I have to put in opacity, right? Okay. This doesn't look so cool. This doesn't look as cool. That's interesting. It doesn't look as cool at all. Let's go back to you. I don't know if this did anything or not. I don't think it did. Let's see. Go much larger. Baby! Alrighty, so I am out of time. So I think we're gonna leave it here. But there was something that was a little bit, looked like I had it a little bit better before. The radius doesn't seem to have much of an influence, does it? Oh, I guess it does. Okay. If you come inside, okay, so this actually makes perfect sense. So it would, in theory, be good to have each circle be the exact size that it needs to be. So I'm going to call this, let's try 700. Yeah, that's actually good. This is actually good. Let's see. So 700 seems to be pretty good. Oh, that other theft in Central London, my god. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So at least this does, I guess I could do colors. Let me try one last thing. Color is equal to crime type. Whoopsie. Could do that. What do I do? I did a comma. And if I do that, then this thing doesn't need to be there. Label crime type. Oh, it shouldn't be color. It should be fill, shouldn't it? And I don't know. No. Yes, that's color. What else could it be? Is it stroke? No. Aha, fill color. Ecco ci qua. No. Fill color. There you are. You are not making it easy for me. I think I have to do stroke color too. I don't know what this weight concept is. Yeah, well, when all else fails, read the documentation. Let's see. So I'm going to do color, fill color, and color. It's color and fill color. Am I spelling that correctly? Color. Whoops. Why are you being a jerk? I'm wondering, so color nukes everything and just makes everything gray. I wonder why. Whoa, what's this? Fill opacity. It's weight. Stroke width. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna add opacity is equal to that. And fill opacity is equal to this. And I'm not sure about the stupid fill color, but let's see. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, you can keep going on and on and on. I'm probably gonna cut this off now, and maybe in the published map, maybe I'll figure something out anyway. So yeah, so that's it for now. Let me know if you like these videos and if I should be doing anything differently. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.